That's a funny little face you got on.
Yep.
What's it for?
Oh, Eric.
What's so, Eric?
What am I going to do tomorrow? This is what I hate about HOH.
Hold on. Here I come. So much to talk about.
Oh, God. Well, how was your convo with Amer?
Weird.
Oh. Yeah, and I was going to tell you, I have two things to tell you. Remind me about Dick, too. I'm going to tell you the Amer thing first. Like, all week, like, right after we evicted Dustin, you know, I was like, we need to sit down and talk. And she kind of, like, ignored me all week. And then as soon as after I went, she's like, we never really sat down and talked. And I was like, yeah, I know.
She was kissing my ass, too.
And the other thing about Dick is when he was up here by himself earlier today talking to me, he said, I don't know, I'm just starting to get to that point where I just got to start fighting for myself and not for my daughter and me. It's not fair to Vincent, blah, 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 because I've been fighting more for my daughter to win, and I need to start fighting for myself.
That's weird.
And I'm like, okay.
So,
and I didn't think anything about it, but now, like, after I realized, like, that they've been fighting and stuff, I'm like, is this all? Maybe it is, like, a setup, or?
I think that could very well be.
But.
All right, so let's see. What do we want to go through first? So many things.
There's a lot.
Okay, well, you want to talk about nominations?
Yeah.
Are you going to do Amer and Zach?
That's what I think would be, like, the safest, because they're both so horrible at competitions that if they did say, it wouldn't matter. But then I was like, well, I could always just backdoor, like, one of Dick or Danielle if somebody won it and used it, you know? And that would be perfect.
Well, I think the way I would see it is I would definitely...
But then if I didn't, then it's like, oh, I lived up to our deal.
Right. I think that Amer and Zach make for the safest options because no one's going to expect you to put up me. No one's going to really expect you to put up Jameka, nor she just came off. She just had to go through it for the week, you know, so there's no point even in, you know, using her as a pawn or anything.
Yeah.
Then by not putting the other two up, you're not immediately causing a problem.
Right.
And then there is still the option there that if you want to, and, you know, but I'm thinking that either Amer or Zach leaving would be fine.
Yeah.
And we could take all week again until Wednesday night at midnight to decide which one of them would be better off leaving. As Amer goes, I don't think she cares for us at all anymore.
Me and you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's so done with us. And Zach, it's like he thinks he should just skate through and do absolutely nothing. And, you know, you can say whatever bullshit you want to say to either of them to try, and it's not a big deal, whatever. I would go along with something like, you know, the house is in a weird state. I'm not entirely sure where people stand. Relationships have come and gone. And I thought by putting up two people who were in more of a gray area, it would force everyone else to kind of like stand up and say, this is where I am, you know. It would give a clearer picture of who really is protecting who at this point or something like that. Because, well, Amer, same exact thing. Did she talk to me all week? No, she would sit there making these depressed faces, and then I'd look at her and she'd, you know, like... And, you know, she came racing for me, you know, at sort of exactly the same thing you said, kind of like, you know, we never, because of everything that happened with Dick, we never really got to talk about our fight, and then the Dick stuff happened, and then we're not on the same page as we once were, and blah, 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 blah. And what I read this as was Jessica's HOH, and so now it's a great time to be back in your collective good graces or whatever. And, you know, whatever. I mean, I think you're right. I don't think that they can win competitions. Obviously, Dick and Danielle are more capable of winning competitions.
But then that's why I'm like, why don't I go after them instead?
I know, but it's like the timing's so weird. It's like, when's the right time to do that? When's too early and when's too late? Whoever, let's just say you got one of them out.
Yeah.
The other one just goes with Zach anyway, so you still have a twosome all the same. And if you're going to go for them, you may as well take Friday, Saturday, Sunday
Not make
off.
it help.
Yeah. Just even if that's what you decide, make it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday instead of Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
And then if one of them win,
and you know, keeps the options open. You can debate various options.
I'm not putting Jameka up though, so
No.
I mean, like if they're like put Jameka up if we use them, and say I'm putting you up if you use it. So
Yeah, that's fine. Why would they use it?
I don't know.
Well, why would they care?
Because
to try and save Zach, that would be stupid. They wouldn't out themselves by doing that. They'll just vote.
But
to
wait,
save him.
Dick was all saying, like I told him, I was like, well, I'm putting up, you know, Amber and Zach, and he was saying, well, if we put Zach up, Zach needs to go. If he's up that week, he needs to go. I'm like, why? And he's like, he just needs to. He's like, well, why don't you backdoor him? Why don't you just put up Jameka and Amber again?
Well, of course, they're going to try and do that, but then they'll probably like pull some stunt and not use the veto and, you know, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah.
well,
I mean,
I'd rather see Zach go than Amber.
I could see it either way. This will be one of these for me that I'll be sitting there at like, you know, Wednesday morning and a thought will come to me because to me there are definite pros and cons to both of them. I most want to see Amber nominated for sure, but because I think it's the easiest one to get away with of anyone at this point. And then if the two of them are sitting there, and even if it stays the same, I think they're both, you know, solid options. And I think the honest truth of the matter is, if that's the way it stays, then whoever doesn't go this week is going to go next week anyway. So.
Well, Jameka said to me tonight too. She's like, why wouldn't you nominate like Dick and Danielle? You know, she's like, Amber said to me this week she would never put you up. Zach would never put you up. Why would you go and try to make those enemies when you know that Dick and Danielle would put you up?
Yeah, but there is an actual reason.
I know. But and then she said, I mean, unless like Eric has like a deal with them or something. And
well, why me, not you?
I don't know.
I'm saying, what would that mean?
I don't know.
Well, that just goes to show. Well, that goes to show why you're going to win the game.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, because people are going to blame everything that happens on me.
Yeah, but I have to say, like, I'm nominating people now, like.
Yeah, but did it hurt you last week?
Well, no, because.
Dustin left and you have an alliance with the two who stayed.
But I'm getting ready to put up another one of them.
What?
Amber.
Another one of what?
Oh,
I'm
you
saying,
mean
I'm saying,
Dick and Danielle.
did your nominations hurt you the last time? That's my point.
No, they didn't.
You can always blame it on everybody else. That's what I'm saying. You make a
I'm
speech.
not going to go up there and feed everyone a bunch of bullshit because people can see right through that.
Well, what are you going to say
I don't know.
if you put them up?
It'll probably be short and really stupid.
Well, I think along the lines of something.
I mean, what would be my other options? I thought about putting like Zach and Dick up or something like that, but I don't know. Like you said, I just don't feel like going there yet. You know what I mean?
I think it's a bit early, but there needs to be something.
There's still like 2 more weeks that we could get out of the alliance with them.
There needs to be something. It's not that I even care. If we go to the 4 with them, I'm fine with that. And as I said, so the two of us can beat them in the final 4. We can win HOH or we can win the veto. I know it. I don't have any concerns about that. I know that you may because it seems like I suck, but I don't suck.
No, but see, Eric, you have like you said, you have a way of coming through, like, you know, when it's needed, and and I know you're extremely smart and bold. Amber or Jameka in competition-wise at that point in the game. However, at the end of the game, it wouldn't be so easy to beat them.
The thing is, as I said, and I don't know how it's possible for this to happen anymore. I'm not sure if it is possible. The dream scenario would have been Amber winning HOH and putting them up, so that way we didn't have to do it, and we could have, you know.
But I don't think she would have did that. Do you?
I think she would have put up me and Dick.
Yeah.